Hi everybody, welcome to Abby, Debbie and Ross. We're representing Bright Sparks, and I want to talk about Bright Sparks, and we want to talk about the upcoming events going on at Bright Sparks. So one of the events we do is gardening at the allotment.
We are doing gardening at the minute. It's very good, isn't it, Ross?
It's
Ross,
Rob. It's very good, yes. Yes, basically it's very good for mental health. We turn up and we're run by wildlife group.
Yeah, a bloke called Matt.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and they represent Rutland wildlife.
Yeah.
And we also did gardening last year at the Attenborough Arts Centre.
Yes, I remember you mentioning to that subject. I've seen the garden. How long did that take you guys to build there?
It took us about 6 weeks in total. It was an absolute mess before. It was just all weeds and stuff. I put loads of wildflowers in.
Yeah.
We learned to dig a pond. We learned how to dig a pond. Put fences up, everything.
Yes, I remember that, Rob. I was there initially at the beginning as well. So literally we started from scratch, from digging, and there was a lot. It wasn't easy dig. It was quite a lot of rocks, and it was quite hard, I think. But our determination and our, willingness to continue.
Yes.
And we also had somebody come over who supported us all the way through.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I think the kind of determination theme with the gardening is very strong with the allotment project as well. We've got a lot of rocks, a lot of bricks, a lot of broken glass, a lot of roots. So we're doing a lot of strenuous digging as well at the minute. It sounds like you were dealing with a similar kind of project. But determination. Hopefully it'll come out as lovely as the garden was as well.
I think for myself, didn't realise how much of what was involved.
Yes.
But I think the spirit, from everyone who was involved, and I think the collaboration between all of us, and I think Lydia as well, making it fun,
Lydia.
having our cups of tea.
Shout out to Lydia.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Woohoo for Lydia, yes.
Okay.
But
Sorry, what vegetables have you got down there? Have you got any vegetables, flowers?
Well, over at the Attenborough, where Rob and I was involved, we didn't have vegetables. I don't think we ever did put any vegetables.
No, it's just mostly wildflowers.
Okay, yeah.
It's a wildflower garden.
Yes, I think
Like a meadow. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supported by a charity and funded by, I think it was the British Association. Don't quote me on it, by the way. But it's
undisclosed charity.
So we were focused on British flowers.
Well, native flowers then. Yeah.
That's right, British.
Yeah.
That's
Whereas the allotment, we're focused a lot more on growing our own veg that we could possibly use to make soups, or we can take it home with us. I think some people mentioned they'd like to try and make tea.
Tea?
So like loose leaf tea by having certain herbs going on in our garden as well as flowers.
Okay.
But we've not planted anything yet.
Potatoes?
We've got new potatoes.
What else can you do? Courgettes?
We could
carrots,
possibly do courgettes,
onions. Need to put
plenty.
worms in it, so you have to dig the ground, don't you, for about a year. So far, I've been clearing a big space for making it more spaceful, and been digging, haven't we?
Indeed, we found a lot of worms, poor little guys. I dug up quite a few today.
They're good for the garden, though.
They are good for the garden, but there have been a couple worm-related casualties, haven't there?
Well, I mean, they're great diggers.
Yeah.
I mean, they help, but obviously there's going to be some casualties.
Yeah, they're just trying to have a nice day, and we're getting right in their way with our digging, aren't we? But
don't they grow again if you chop them in half?
I thought that.
But is that a myth?
It's a myth.
Oh, is it?
I was devastated. I was digging them. I know. I was digging away, and Matt, our resident gardener and fountain of knowledge, if you will, came over and just said, "Yeah, no, that worm's dead. That does not regrow. That is a dead worm."
I don't think there's much
I was rather
intelligence going on
upset.
in there.
No, I was like, "Oh, the poor worm. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a starfish and it grew another worm." But no.
I don't think worms are classed as sentient beings, are they? I don't know.
They're just chilling.
Yeah,
They're just chilling in the
They
dirt.
don't even know they're an insect, are they? I don't know idea.
Who knows? We're delving into real topics here.
Worms.
But yeah.
Well, actually, I'm glad, Ross, that you brought that up because I think I actually began to get a dilemma working in the garden.
A moral one related dilemma.
And others thinking, oh my God. Then my mind was trying to say, well, look, okay, this is the natural process and this is reality.
Birds do this every day to the worms.
So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so then trying to accept it, that this is what's happening, and carrying on digging. And
with the garden,
and
we
stomping.
create life, but we also accidentally cut worms in half. It's the troubles that you must go through
But
to garden.
Dattenberg Old Garden is brilliant now. It's a lot better than what it was. If you ever get to ask Lily to see the original photos, ask her, because it was just a load of weeds.
Is it kind of how the allotment looks at the minute?
It was worse than that.
Oh, okay. So it's a pile of dirt and a pile of weeds.
Yeah.
It's true. We don't have any weeds at the allotment.
the great thing about gardening is that there's a different perspective as well, because if you think about it, when it's weeds, you've got natural growth, whether it's wild growth. But then on the other side, when we are planting vegetables, our focus is to get that crop, to get that sort of structure going. So, it's...
I think people quite like the idea of sort of growing their own vegetables. It's quite sustainable. It's quite nice for people to be able to sort of say, here's the fruits of our labours.
The taste difference as well.
Yeah.
Carrots, potatoes, like the organic homegrown ones.
Yeah, they're not made with pesticides and stuff.
Yeah. A lot sweeter, I think.
Well, absolutely. There's a huge difference between the ones that have grown and the ones that have obviously brought from the shop. There's a huge difference, and you can tell that by the consistency and the texture is completely different, and the taste is also sustainability.
I had some munch too from the co-op the other day, and they were from Guatemala.
Okay.
How do they get
imported? They're on a plane.
But that's come from halfway around the world.
Yeah.
Just
Whereas ours will come from down the road.
Yeah.
But
grown in British soil.
But that really brings it home to us how privileged we are, and what selection we have. From. It's...
There's a bit of a shortage at the moment on the fruits and veg, but we are blessed in that way.
It is a lot easier to pop round to co-op than wait 5 months for a potato to grow in your little field. But
when it comes harvest time, though,
it's more satisfying though if you've grown it your own. So.
Well, my brother, I come from a farming background, and so I was growing up and always involved in gardening. Never realised how long it actually took, but I think now, obviously, buying shop bought and then growing up my own. Well, not personally growing, but my brother grows, and I was through COVID. I was sort of tending his garden.
There's a big difference for sure between the two. It also means that unlike when you're just popping down to the shop, like Rob and I were saying earlier, we're getting outside more. We had the lovely birds chirping this morning.
We did. Yeah, the birds chirping, it gets you out of the house.
Yeah, bit of fresh air.
I've been saying she lives in a flat, and we've got a garden, have you?
Yeah, no, we don't have a garden. I know a couple other people that come to the sessions live in flats as well, so it's their sort of time to be in a green space.
It's a chance to experience wildlife and the birds and everything, Yeah,
especially since we live in a city, so, we've got wildlife areas around Leicester, but it's nice to go down to the allotment because it's untamed, unruly wildlife.
Well, I definitely noticed the difference when after you finished gardening and then you're over joining me in photography. I've noticed Rob and yourself, you've got that extra...
We're a bit more lively, aren't we?
Absolutely. You've got that extra vitality. So it definitely helps.
Outside.
Have you been today?
Yeah, we went this morning. We went this morning.
Yeah,
it was lovely.
10 to half 12 is.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many of you?
How many of us were there this week? Do you think maybe 6?
6, 6, 7.
6, yeah.
Did Tim go down? Is it Lydia?
It's Lydia. It's Lydia that goes down. It's a good session though. Yeah, they're planning on keeping it on for a year.
Oh, right.
So hopefully we'll get some more people come down.
You've got a year cycle, then you'll get...
We'll get to the harvest. We've got a shed there. They're going to try and build a sort of place for growing chilies. Like a greenhouse kind of setup. So, yeah.
Well, it's time to plant the seeds soon, actually. Yeah. So, some pumpkins, that would be nice.